here we are. That's the Gladiator schools kit that I bought yesterday at Bristol. So I just hope it turns out as nice as the one on the cover. And I've just started putting everything out just to see how it all looks. Now it might all come together, then I'll put it all back and just work on the one fret at a time as per the instructions. So here we have the white metal parts, quite a lot of those, copper rod there curled up, some nickel silver frets there, probably for the motion I guess, moving around. So many frets, I've never seen so many. And I picked up this Mishima motor. I've got 2 or 3 of them anyway, but this one came nicely with a gearbox already fitted. It looks pretty solid, all for about 45 quid, so not too bad there. And a flywheel which I'll try and fit on as well. So if we move around, there's the boiler as usual, ready rolled, but we'll need quite a bit of work on I guess. Around here, got my 3 soldering irons all tinned and poised. Here are the drivers, or wheels, there's drivers, bogie and tender wheels. And last of all, which will go in, will be the decoder and speaker. So there we are. So having bought the kit, you can only spend as much again on all the bits and pieces I guess, but there we go, that's what it's all about. And I've just started to build my locomotive, very early days yet, there's probably quite a few months of work to go. So this is one of the side frames. I'm just filing off some of the metal where it's a bit rough. So just take the file like this and we just smooth it off like this. Okay, just make it nice and smooth. And again, I think there's a little bit up here. Here we go, just a bit there. Just get the file like that. There we go. So that's one of the side frames. So the wheels, axles go in there and there. So there's 4 driving wheels, 2 each side, and there's going to be a bogie that goes there. And the next stage is to punch out some rivets. So we use this special tool here to do that, and you have to put the point in every little hole, little indent. Then you lift the weight, let it drop like that, and it makes a little rivet the other side. But the thing is, because you're doing it the same every time, same distance the drop for the drop, you get equal indentations all the way through. So a bit laborious, but there we go. There's only 5 to do here. Sometimes there's 30 or 40 to do. So there we go. So there you can see, perhaps there now, or perhaps you can't. Oh yeah, there they are. So couldn't see myself. So the rivets are just there. Maybe you can't see them, but just there. I'm going to show you the soldered chassis with its spacers in. It's made it quite rigid now, so I'm just going to test out the squareness by just loosely fitting the wheels in. These are the driving wheels, there's no bogie wheels yet. So just put that in there. And this one in here. Put that on there. And then to test it out, you need something really flat, so use a piece of glass. This is some mirror glass, so just put that on there. And we just test it out, and yes, that looks nice and flat. The wheels turn nicely. There we go. And this is how far I've got with my Gladiator kits for the schools Loco. So I've got the chassis basics assembled, and particularly the front bogie, which probably is the most fiddly bit. But it seems to be running quite well now. Just added a weight there to simulate as if it's got its body on. But as you can see, I have built one of these bogies before for a rear bogie with similar sideways requirements, movements, and up and down as well. So quite fiddly, but you get there in the end. The instructions left a little bit to be desired. There were a number of items that were just referred to in name but not numbered, or so unless you know exactly what you're looking for. You have to do a process of elimination, but otherwise now it's going together well. So here we are again on the Schools kit by Gladiator from Merton Abbey. I'm making up the connecting rods. This is the smaller one that connects with the cylinder. So I've just laminated that. I'm just going to laminate this one, held together with clamps and tweezers. So I laminate it on the edge only. I don't try and get it inside because that's far too fiddly. This seems to work. So drop a solder on there, then a few blobs, and then smooth it across like that. There we are. So all done. Cool down a bit, and that's the. There we go there. So we're back with the Schools kit, and things have been progressing quite well. This is the part of the valve gear linkage and so on here. So I'm just putting in this small rivet here. You can see I've already done other parts. In fact, there's one already assembled here. Bit fiddly, but coming together well. So what I'll do here is crop that rivet. It's a bit too long, so just get the side cutters, leave it a little bit proud. There we go, and have another look, still a bit proud there. Might cut another bit off, get a bit closer. Like that, and I'm going to get a little metal block, just give it a bit of backing there, and I'm going to just rivet this over. So just make sure if I do it, I've got it around the right way. So yes, that's that side, that goes there, and that goes there. So we'll just get the little hammer and just rivet this over now. That should be okay. It's quite flexible still. Might give it a bit more riveting just to make sure. In fact, I think I'll just file a bit off now and do that. And then there's a little bit more riveting. Then another little bit more tap here. That should be enough. So there we go. So here we are again, working on the Schools motion side of things. So this is another one of these many coupling rods here. It's actually an eccentric rod, as they call it. I mean, for quite a small Loco, there's quite a lot of valve gear to assemble. So I'm just laminating it. So first of all, I'll add a drop of flux along the edge, and I just laminate the edges, and it soaks through. The solder soaks through okay. So drop of flux on the solder. Little bit of solder there, not too much. We're doing it all over the place. And then we'll just run it along. You can hear it sizzling a bit. Here we go. That's enough. Here we go, it's fallen over, but it's done. The pins in it, just make sure the holes line up. But you can just run a drill through it just to clear them out. But there we go. And it's probably come through as well. Yeah, there's some on the back side as well, so it has actually run through anyway. So there we go. Many coupling rods to do, but once you get used to it, it's quite easy. Here I am again building my locomotive. It's some while now since you've seen this, so it's come on leaps and bounds. As you can see, the body is complete, although I've just got to put the buffers on. The gin and tonic, that helps a lot with lots of problems sometimes. There's the chassis, so I'm just now putting the wheels back on the chassis and then I'm going to put it back in the body just to see if it all fits. Just taking the body off the chassis because I'm putting the motor in now. So this is the electric motor that will fit into there. So that will go in there just like that. Okay, and I've just soldered these wires up to it and they'll go to these pickups just here. So quite a bit more to do yet.